there's another new broker in town, and this time it is Longbridge. No, seriously, their name is Longbridge. Wow, they look like yet another promising broker that offers low commission trading on stocks, ETFs, options, and so on. I guess the question now is, with so many brokers already available to choose from, does Longbridge have anything unique that they can offer? Or are they just another broker that everyone just signs up to for their free gifts and forgets about afterwards? So let's find out in this video. I'll be going through everything you need to know about Longbridge, who they are, what are their fees, what unique features do they have, and of course, what are the sign-up gifts that you can get. By the way, this video is not sponsored, so you can be sure that all these are my honest opinions. However, I do get paid a bit of affiliate income when you sign up using my link. Also, do join my Telegram group to discuss or ask any questions that you may have. And with that being said, here's a quick intro of Longbridge. So, Longbridge is a relatively new broker that was founded in 2019 by a team of experienced professionals from some of the big tech companies, such as Alibaba and ByteDance. Right now, they have the license to operate in Singapore, Hong Kong, China, United States, and New Zealand. With Longbridge, you are able to trade stocks, ETFs, funds, options, warrants, CBBCs, and bonds from 3 markets, namely Singapore, Hong Kong, and United States. But enough of the intros. Let's talk about the most important part, fees. Here, I'm comparing Longbridge to all the other popular brokers here in Singapore, such as Interactive Brokers, Momo Singapore, Tiger Brokers, Weeboo, SafeTrade, and so on. And just in case you're wondering, yes, this chart is totally free to download, yeah? But let's start with the US market first. Okay, obviously, nothing will beat SafeTrade and CMC Invest commission-free trades for the first few trades every month. So, we'll compare the fees instead. For the US market, Longbridge charges $0.008 per share, with a minimum of $1.98. At this price level, Longbridge would unfortunately be one of the more expensive brokers for the US market. That's because when you are trading a small amount of shares, like 1 share or 10 shares, Longbridge $1.98 minimum fee would be more expensive than other brokers, such as Interactive Brokers and Weeboo, which charges a much lower 50 cents or less for their minimum fee. On the flip side, if you are trading a large amount of shares, Longbridge would lose again, since Interactive Brokers charges a much lower fee per share, while Momo Singapore has a fixed fee of 99 cents per share. As for the Singapore market, Longbridge charges 0.06% with a minimum of $1.98. If we ignore the 2 free trades per month by CMC Invest and just compare the fees alone, Longbridge is actually among the cheapest brokers for the Singapore market, along with Momo Singapore, Tiger Brokers, and SafeTrade. Next, Hong Kong market. If we ignore the 5 free trades by CMC Invest, Longbridge would not be the cheapest broker for the Hong Kong market, as it charges a 0.03% plus 15 Hong Kong dollars with a minimum of 5 Hong Kong dollars, which effectively gives it a minimum fee of 20 Hong Kong dollars. Instead, the cheapest broker would be Weeboo, followed by Momo Singapore, as they don't charge an additional $15 fee. For US options, Longbridge would again be one of the more expensive brokers, as they have a rather high $2.98 minimum fee. In contrast, Interactive Brokers, Tiger Brokers, and Weeboo are the cheapest brokers for US options. Moving on, Forex spreads. Here, I'm comparing the SGD to USD conversion rates. But to make this a fairer comparison, what I did was to check the spreads at 2 different times, then calculate the average spread. What you can see is that IBKR's rate is always the best, followed by Longbridge and Poems, which only have a FS loss of just 0.18% as compared to Interactive Brokers. Okay, let's summarize the fees. As you can see, other than the Singapore market, where Longbridge is one of the cheapest brokers, for all the other markets, Longbridge is not the cheapest broker due to its minimum fee. However, what's good is that Longbridge has a better conversion spread as compared to other brokers, which will help to offset some of its higher fees. But of course, while fees are important, it is just one of the many aspects that we should look at when choosing brokers. So here are some of the features that Longbridge has to offer. First, Longbridge is available on the desktop, the mobile, and the web platform, all of which has the dark mode, which is nice because as you all know, once you go black, you never go back. But for this video, I'll just focus on the mobile app since it has the most amount of features. So when you open up the app, you will first see the watch list page, where you will get a quick look of how your watch list stocks are performing. Then in the stock page, you will see some basic stock info, such as the price, the chart, what's the capital flow like, and some stock news about the stock. But if you want to dig deeper, you can head to the overview page, where you get to see the financial ratings of the stock valuation, what do analysts think about the stock. There's even something called deep analysis, where you will see a flowchart of some of the factors that may affect the company. Definitely looks pretty neat, yeah? There's also the financials tab, where you'll get a quick overview of the company's latest earnings and the company's financials. And in the summary tab, a brief introduction about the company's industry ranking and key ratios ranking, and where the company is earning most of its money from. If we head back out and switch to the markets page, you'll get a quick overview of how the markets are performing. I also like the fact that they are also showing the market temperature, which is basically the fear and greed index, and is showing extreme fear right now. There are also other useful widgets, such as gainers and losers distribution, the most mentioned stocks for the day, and how the industries are performing overall. The app also offers other features such as news headlines, research articles by Longbridge, live earnings calls, and some resources to help you upgrade your investment skills. But besides that, there's something interesting that I want to show you. If you head back out to the watch list page and tap on the button near the bottom right, you open up something called Pod AI, which is basically Longbridge version of ChatGPT. The good thing about this chatbot is that it's able to access real-time data while specializing in the financial and economic domain. Now, obviously, you can't ask questions like, can buy tonight or not? Or can buy Tesla or not? Because it will just tell you that it can't give investment advice or stock recommendations. Instead, you can use it to do stuff like summarize earnings results, but in point form, or maybe you saw the stock crashing this week and want to find out why. It can do that too. You can also ask it to compare the latest financial results of Apple, Microsoft, and Google, and it has no problems doing so. Or maybe explain how options work, but explain it like I'm 5. The chatbot is definitely a super useful tool in helping investors do research. While its capabilities may be a little limited now, I'm quite sure that it will continue to improve as time passes. Besides that, I want to point out that Longbridge currently doesn't offer fractional shares for the US market. However, it is one of the rare brokers that let you trade fractional shares for the Hong Kong market. So, for example, if I want to buy Alibaba stock on the Hong Kong market, I would usually need to buy a minimum of 1 lot or 100 shares. But if I change the order type to odd lot order, it will allow me to buy even just 1 share. This could be a good thing if you are just starting out and don't have too much money to invest. As for option strategies, according to the customer support, currently, Longbridge only offers the basic long and short option strategies. This means you can't do more complex strategies, such as covered call, cash covered put, or spreads on Longbridge yet. So, those are some of the features that Longbridge has to offer. Now, let's talk about the fun part, sign-up rewards. Obviously, the sign-up rewards will change from time to time. But from now till 16 November 2023, if you sign up using my link down below, you'll get to enjoy rebates of up to 500% on your trading commissions for 180 days. So, for example, if you trade US stocks and you pay $2 in trading commissions, you get back $10 in cash rebates. Wholesale. Though, just before you think you can print unlimited money from this promotion, take note that the maximum rebate for each 30-day period is capped at $150, and the maximum commission rebate that you can earn from this campaign is $688. And this only works for stocks, options, warrants, DLCs, and CBBCs in the Singapore, US, and Hong Kong markets. So that was a quick review of Longbridge. In summary, while Longbridge fees aren't exactly the cheapest, it does offer some features that you may find useful, such as fractional share for the Hong Kong market, company earnings breakdown, and a pretty innovative AI chatbot. But do comment down below and let me know, will you be using Longbridge? Why or why not? Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as I'll be posting new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.